and did my Savior bleed.
A final goodbye to a life steeped in tragedy.
But I just wish that people would have gave him something to eat instead of just doing what they did.
Mourners gathering to remember Jordan Neely.
We should not ignore how he died.
His life taken by a fellow subway rider, leading to an intense debate about vigilante justice.
Jordan was not annoying someone on the train. Jordan was screaming for help. A good Samaritan helps those in trouble. They don't choke them out.
While Neely faced multiple hardships, including the murder of his mother, mental illness, and homelessness, those who loved him are focused on the good he brought into the world.
He was in front of 1,000 people in the streets of New York City.
He was just like humble, sweet.
And acting forward in his memory.
Jordan, you didn't die for nothing. What they meant for bad, we'll make good.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Corey Chambers.
And I'm Tamsin Fidel. Well, mourners gathered in Harlem this morning for the funeral of Jordan Neely. Neely died earlier this month after he was placed in a chokehold on the subway.
In his eulogy, Reverend Al Sharpton said that Neely's death should be a wake-up call for the city to address the needs of people struggling with mental illness. Big 7's Anna Harry was inside the service. She joins us live from Harlem with more. Ayana.
Tamsin and Corey, good evening. The Neely family says Jordan never got the help he needed as a teenager in the foster care system or as an adult with mental health struggles. Their hope now is that his legacy will lead to real, meaningful change.
He wanted to be something.
People who can't fathom the idea that a person experiencing a mental health episode doesn't deserve to die.
Jordan Neely loved to entertain, singing on the streets and subways of New York City, impersonating his idol, Michael Jackson.
If he wanted to be like Michael, that made the world smile.
During an emotion-filled funeral Friday morning, Reverend Al Sharpton was clear.
But we should not ignore how he died.
May 1st, Neely stepped onto a subway car in Lower Manhattan in the midst of a mental health crisis. Prosecutors say he was aggressively asking for money or for food. Daniel Penny approached Neely from behind, placing him in a fatal chokehold. Penny maintains his actions were to protect himself and fellow subway riders.
A good Samaritan helps those in trouble. They don't choke them out.
Standing in front of Neely's family, supporters, and several elected officials. Reverend Sharpton said Jordan Neely was failed over and over again by the criminal justice system when Daniel Penny was initially let go after his death and failed by a city that did not get him help.
He's an example of how you're choking the homeless, how you're choking the mentally ill, how you choking all over this city. And we come to say this choking gotta stop.
Sharpton said this moment should be a wake-up call for the city to finally find more effective ways to care for its most vulnerable, like Jordan Neely.
Talking to people coming out of the service with heavy hearts, I think there's a real resolve to act, to fix what is broken, to finally seize this moment.
Tamsin and Corey, Reverend Sharpton said he still has questions about the investigation into Neely's death, including why an arrest wasn't made immediately, considering Neely was unarmed. Reporting live from Harlem, Ayana Harry, Pix 11 News.
Ayana,